Hey guys, and welcome to episode 2 of Coffee with a Coach. And today, our coach is Jim Adams. So coach, trainer, gym owner, we kind of cross all boxes here with Jim Adams. And so I wanted to bring him on today and talk a little bit about training. So,
okay, great. Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it. I have a tremendous amount of respect for you and the body work that you do and your practice. So happy to help out.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
So hot topic right now is gyms, and are they safe? Are they not safe? So let's first start by run us through your process. What are you doing right now to keep your clients safe and comfortable?
Sure. Safety and taking care of our community and our clients is number one. So what we do is we take your temperature when you come in. As long as it's not over 99 degrees, then you're clear. We ask you if you have any symptoms. All the trainers and all the staff wear a mask. We don't require masks for our clients, but we do have them available, so it's an option. But we're still doing the online training because we know some people are not comfortable coming in. And then we do outdoor boot camps and also outdoor personal training sessions too, which have been really popular. They were much more popular than I anticipated them being.
Yeah.
And it's working well right now. I think as we work into the winter months, maybe not so much. But for now, they're doing great. So, and then we also clean the club. We're open in limited hours. We're open in the morning, then we close in the afternoon so that we can clean and disinfect the club. And then we open up back in the evening with the same protocols. And we wind up buying our own fogger. So we put in this antibacterial, antiviral mist, kills all kinds of viruses, including the COVID-19 virus. And so we spray that, we fog the club in the afternoon after we close for the morning, and then in the evening after we close for the day. So we're just making sure that everything's clean and safe and sanitized. And our gym was clean already.
Yeah, it was.
So, and we always took pride in, at least I took pride in how clean our gym was. And so now it's even taken up a notch. So it's even cleaner than it was before.
That's fantastic. And I can attest to how clean and organized the gym is because I've worked out there, and I love it. And the main reason I want to bring you on today is talk about small group training, right? So I wasn't too familiar with small group training. I thought seeing a big open exercise area with 50 people was the standard training, right? I thought that was a class until I came to your gym. Small group training, there was maybe 2 or 3 people working with a trainer. Is that right?
Yeah, so what we do with small group training, the way we do it is we have a ratio. We have 3 clients per trainer. So one trainer is kind of watching 3 people as they train. And I want to take a step back. The benefits and why we decided to go with the small group training model is there's all kinds of benefits. Number one, you get personal training, but you get it at a more affordable cost because you're sharing it with 2 or 3 other people. And then with personal training, you always have a more directed, you're going to somebody who is plotting out your health and fitness journey for you. So you know that every workout is getting you closer, is designed to get you closer to that goal. So you're not just spinning on a hamster wheel. So there's a progression, and we record everything. We make sure you're progressing, and then at the end of each program cycle, we do a reassessment to make sure that we're staying on target and keeping you on track for your goals. And before that, you come in, we do a full assessment. We see how you move, we see where your weaknesses are, we talk about your health and history, we talk about what your goals are, and then from there, we put together your program. We design your program with all that information. So even though you're working out in a group with 2 other people, you're doing your program that's been designed for you. Not everybody moves the same, as you know, better than most, so not everybody should train the same. So even though you're working out with 2 other people and just one trainer, the trainer is managing the programs for 3 individuals because everybody moves differently, they have different goals, they have different tolerances for training. Right. So you have to address all of those. And so we do that our process allows us to do that, but still yet allows you to train in a group. And there's a certain power that comes with that group, that camaraderie. It's not unusual for people who train together to become friends and start doing things outside of the gym. Even in the COVID era, because you can go outside and get a cup of coffee or sit with your mask on, but that that amount of connectiveness, which I think we're all craving now, coming out of the COVID lockdown, really helps generate a lot of accountability in the group and also a lot of motivation.
Yeah, I think that's true, you know, because I would go in at the same time when I'd work out and I'd see the same people, and I knew like if I didn't show up and I came a week later, they were gonna be like, where were you, man? You know, and that accountability I think is awesome in that small group setting, because a lot of people think like a small group workout is everybody's doing push-ups at the same time. Everybody's doing this at the same time, and it's the trainer stands there and counts reps, right?
Right.
1 through 10, and then you take a break and you start over. Your small group isn't set up that way, you know? It's true coaching, and each individual has their own program on paper that then that trainer walks you through.
Exactly.
Which I think is so beneficial rather than just sitting down and doing your reps.
Yeah, it's that way. It's not a cookie cutter program like you described, where there's, you know, standard regressions and progressions depending on, but then it doesn't address needs. There's gaps there, right? So when you have an individualized program, it addresses those gaps, and it addresses what I call eating your broccoli first. You know, addressing the weaknesses. And people left to their own device, they won't address their weaknesses. They'll play to their strengths every time. And then those strengths get stronger while the weaknesses continue to get weaker. Then you wind up with these imbalances, and then it winds up with an injury. And then they have to come see me or you.
That's right. Yeah. And changing a little bit, talking about strengths and weaknesses, I'd say one of your guys' strengths is your trainers are very well educated, right? You know, and I think when I refer somebody out to a gym, that step number one is that they have to be well educated and they're keeping up with that education, right?
Yeah.
Your trainers, you kind of send your trainers through the gauntlet a little bit, right?
Yeah, we make it mandatory that they attend at least one continuing education course per year. And we usually try to give them some guidance on that, because I've seen trainers who will do 5, 6 certifications a year in different areas. And I feel like when you do that, you become a jack of all trades and master of none. You have a little bit of knowledge, just enough to be dangerous in one area. So what I would rather see our trainers do is focus on one particular area. So that way, then you become the go-to expert in that area. And so that way we can kind of almost refer out within the club. If somebody comes in with a specific issue, then okay, we know that's Deb's specialty. So we're gonna try to hook them up with Deb and vice versa. So I think when you're talking about continuing education, it's like everything else. I think it needs to be focused. I think you need to explore to see what kind of lights your fire, where your passion is. And then once you find that, I think you need to dive deep into that niche, because I think it separates you from the pack and it gives you a leg up on the competition.
I think so. Yeah, and to go back to like the layperson, it helps them know how to train people of all spectrums, right?
Absolutely.
The person who is just now starting their journey and somebody kicked them in the rear and they're ready to start from ground zero,
right,
to an athlete that's well skilled, well trained, who they often still have weaknesses that they don't know about, right?
Yeah, the athletes are the best compensators, as you know.
Yeah. How do you take a layperson and introduce them to fitness?
Oh, it's a good question. So we've been struggling with that for a long time, and I don't know anybody who's really got that formula down, to be honest with you, and I say that because when you look at the industry numbers, so 20% of the population has a gym membership.
Okay.
So full 80% of the population, and that number hasn't changed in 2 decades. So the fitness industry really isn't doing a good job of penetrating that market. And so that's our goal at Catalyst, is to try to penetrate that market. And the 20% are the guys you see with the 6-pack abs, the girls with the booty shorts. That's the 20%. And if you look at most gyms, that's who they market to. So it's not a surprise that that's who their demographic winds up being. But it's 20% of the pie. They're missing the full 80%. And the 80% of those people who are scared or intimidated to step in front of a gym because they don't know where to start. They don't want to step into the gym and be next to the girl with the booty shorts or the guy with the six-pack abs and trying to keep up with them. And maybe that's not their goal in the first place. Sometimes you have to ask them goal, because everybody comes in, and I don't want to go off on a tangent, but they say, well, I want to lose weight. Well, why do you want to lose weight? What does that weight loss get you? Does it get you more energy? Does it get you feeling better about yourself? Does it get you to, where you can play with your kids or your grandkids better? All of what is your why? But the biggest thing for us is that, so I had a client come in, and she started training with us, and she lost 100 pounds. Big success story, right? And so she said, I was scared to death. And her husband had been training with us, but it took her a while to come in. And she said, you know why it took me so long to come in? I said, I don't know why, because I thought I was going to come in, you guys were going to be a bunch of Neanderthal meatheads and make me lift as such, and all that. And then I was totally surprised when I came in, and it was not like that at all. And I said, well, you know what? I go, you are who I want in this gym. So I need you to help me see through your eyes so that we can change what we're doing here, both from a service delivery standpoint and also from a marketing standpoint, so that we can get more people like you. Because when you get into that 80%, you get those people who are intimidated, who maybe have never exercised before, who are obese or have a lot of weight to lose. Man, you can make such a tremendous impact. You can make so much more of an impact on their lives than you can on the 20%. Because 20%, you're talking like single-digit percentage points is what they're looking for. I want to lose a little bit I want to lose this right here. Where, some people come in and like, I want to lose this.
That's right. Those are the people that are most intimidated.
Exactly.
They don't know where to start, and so they start with the global gym, and they think that just hitting the treadmill or the elliptical is going to help them, and it might start that journey, but doing resistance training based off a screening when that person walks in the door the first time and is then reassessed, just like we do here in the office.
Right.
Test, treat, retest,
Exactly.
You do your test, you do your fitness, you retest, and you track your progress.
How do you know if what you're doing is working and if you don't reevaluate it?
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's our goal, is to capture that market. And so far we're doing pretty good, because most people that come in, they feel like it's a non-judgment zone, which is exactly what we want. And then also the power of the community, like we were talking about earlier. When somebody like that who's maybe 40, 50 pounds or more overweight, they come in and they see other people just like them in the gym, then they're like, oh, okay, I do maybe belong here. Maybe this is the place where I can start making some improvements in my health and fitness.
I think that's powerful. And that relates back to you guys, is if you're the one sitting at home and you're intimidated and you might come across this video, please reach out to us. You can find me on this video. Jim, where can people get a hold of you?
They can find me at Catalyst Personal Training. You can go to catalyststl.com, or you can call 314-457-3474. And it's a cell phone, so you can text as well. Our website is, our email is info@catalyststl.com. So go to catalyststl.com, info@catalyststl.com, or 314-457-3474.
Fantastic. If you're sitting at home and you need help, reach out to one of us and we will get you started on that journey, because that's part of our mission in the health and wellness field, is to help people start a journey. It's never a quick fix. If you find a quick fix, go a different direction. Hopefully you start your journey today, and we will talk soon on episode 3. Take care, guys.
Bye.